I've got a question about the sequence of Chinese stimuli and those hills. Do you have any reason to suspect that each stimulus will be necessarily smaller than the last one? Or do you think they could really come out swinging and surprise us all?
Well, I mean, they're only smaller. Those were year-on-year growth charts. So the absolute numbers are bigger each time. Look, I think if we got into a scenario where the trade war really challenged Chinese growth, then I think, the likelihood is you'll see the Chinese yuan fall away and a lot of domestic tightening that they can't control. And so they will close their capital account more and stimulate like crazy, build a lot of stuff. So if things do go badly in the trade war, I think China will definitely go another mountain.
With the expected consequence of the iron ore price?
Yes, although, I mean, the last stimulus got us as high as about $95, I think, on iron ore, after the bottom around 38. That's still half what it was during the post-GFC boom. And even if we see another stimulus, you'll definitely see iron ore rise, no question, the Australian dollar as well. But with each new iteration, China has built more and more steel that it can recycle as well.
So the analogy is, you go, when you were doing it 20 years ago, you were knocking a hut down somewhere that somebody had as, made of wood, and you were moving them into a new apartment. And now you're starting to knock down old apartments. So you built 10, and I'm serious when I say 10 to 15 years ago. They don't sort of think of apartments as, there are a lot of apartments in China that don't last 50 years. And so as you knock that down, there's actually a lot of steel already in that you just recycle. And
so even if we saw another big stimulus coming out of a growth dip, I don't think you would see iron ore imports in China get anywhere near where they've been in this cycle.
But it's positive though for iron ore. So.
Oh, definitely a positive. Yeah. Like they'll rise, but basically China's imports of iron ore have peaked, no matter what they do at this point, because the recycling of steel is now a priority in terms of they're addressing smog as well, because it makes considerably less, massively less smog. And so that is just a process that's just ongoing and accelerating. And so, I still see iron ore ebbs and flows with regard to the stimulus, but I still see it back at $20, $25 sometime in the next 5 or 10 years. Yeah.
With the risk that if you get the twin stimulus going,
it
goes up first.
Up and down, but I mean, trending down. Yeah.